Hi boys and girls, it's Mr. Stewart, the school chaplain, wanting to share a wee Easter message with you as you come to the final days of this term. I know it's been difficult for many of you, and we all feel for you in the kind of broken way in which school has transpired over these past months. But hopefully we'll get back together to get much more of a rhythm after the Easter holidays. So well done for getting here, and I hope you have a really good holiday. I want just to share just a moment with you, just a wee message about what the Easter story means to me as a person, as a Christian. I think for me it's full of so many different emotions. We have the story of Jesus coming to Jerusalem and people welcoming as a king, great celebration. Then we have Jesus being betrayed by one of his closest friends, Judas, who sold him out for 30 pieces of silver to hand him over to those who were Jesus' enemies. And then we have him sharing a meal with them to remember that what's going to happen should never be forgotten, bread and wine to symbolize his body and his blood. Good Friday, the moment when Jesus hung on a cross and those who crucified him and killed him, he asked God in heaven, his heavenly Father, to forgive them, for they do not know what they were doing. They didn't know what they were doing. And then the sheer chaos of the couple of days thereafter until we get to Easter Sunday, where they went to try and sort Jesus' grave out and found out that the stone that was in front of it had been rolled away and he was alive. And he met many of them and told them to go and make the whole world people to be his disciples. And it's an amazing, amazing period of so many emotions. It's a bit like putting all your emotions into a washing machine and watch them run round again and again and again. They're all running into each other. It's really difficult to sort it all out, but that's what happened. And that's what's amazing about it. And we still celebrate that, whether we are believers or not, whether we just don't think about it or whatever. Our culture still celebrates it through something like, Easter eggs. The Easter egg, of course, as you know, symbolizes the stone that was rolled away from Jesus' tomb. And just the fact that we have Easter holidays symbolizes that as well. So what does Easter mean to me? It means that I think that God is actually for us and not against us. I think of the dark moments that I've seen people go through over the pandemic and the hard times that boys and girls have struggled with. And I think that God is for us and not against us. I think of people who have lost their lives through the pandemic. And I think of all the good things that have helped people in that really tough moment. And are still helping them. And I think God is for us and not against us. I think of people who have lost their jobs. Those who have really disconnected because they can't really go out to meet other people. And it's been very frustrating for them. And I've seen things happening in their lives where God seems to be for them and not against them. I've seen people do incredibly kind things for other people that before the pandemic they might never have done, and think God is for us and not against us. I think of all the good that's come out in the middle of all the badness, and there's so many things that have gone wrong through the pandemic. And yet we need eyes to see, is there anything that's good that's happening even in the middle of all that's going wrong? And I think, yes, there are some things, and God is for us and not against us. And when I look at the end of the Easter story, when I look into the tomb and I see the grave clothes that they covered Jesus in are lying there, and he is not there, he has risen, I most definitely think that God is for us and not against us. Easter is a time of possibilities, of hope. It's about realizing as well that God is for us and not against us. Now, I never push my views on anyone. I think it's great to dialogue, debate, argue with people about these things. But I'm just telling you my story. And my story is that I believe 100% that God is for us and not against us. And when I look into that empty tomb and I look for the body of Jesus and I know it's not there, my heart lifts and I say, man, my word, God is truly for us and not against us. I hope you have a great Easter holiday. I hope the sun is shining. And I hope when you eat your Easter eggs, you remember that very clear message and simple message that God is for us and not against us. Have a great Easter, boys and girls, and I hope to see you at some point in the future. Cheers. Bye.